Hey everyone, this is ViralWhip here and welcome to a review of Billy Collins Masterclass. In this review, I'll actually get inside the class and show you guys what's inside, what's included, and I'll just give a overview and a review of the whole course. And at the end of the video, I'll just give a couple of pros and cons, and I'll actually tell you guys if it's actually worth it. So make sure to stay till the end to see that. Also, I will leave a link in the description down below if you guys want to actually get this class. You only need to check the description, click on the link, and it'll bring you to a page just like this. And actually the class is $90. Okay, here it says $120, but I'm from Canada, so that's why. If you're from the US, it will cost $90. It really depends on which country you're from. The prices really it varies depending on where you are. Also, there's this option as well, which allows you to get the all access pass. The all access pass, what it allows you to do is that you not only get access to this class, but all the other, I think there's over like 50 classes available. So for $180 a year, if you're from the US, you actually get access to all the 50 plus classes on the platform. So yeah, right before I get inside the class, I just want to explain to you over here what's available on the page. So over here, it's just a quick description of Billy. So he's a really successful poet. He's really known in the US. And he's a really good source. Okay, for this masterclass, you gotta know that this guy is a really good source when it comes to actually writing poems and reading poems, because he is like one of the best known poets in the US. So you'll see, like, when I go inside a masterclass, there's over 20 different lessons with, like, literally he really like structured from not only the basics of writing poems, but also at the end you'll see like more advanced training about writing poems. You can also download a class workbook. And also what's cool about this platform is that you can actually access the masterclass on any platform. Like, if you want, you can check it on your phone, your computer, on your TV, on your tablet, anywhere. So I'm just going to log into my account, and we are going to go inside a class. I'm going to show you, what's inside and, what to expect from it. So see you there. Okay guys, so I'm inside the masterclass right now. So once you get a class, this is what the page is going to look like. As you can see, I'm signed up, I'm logged in, ViralWhip. So this is the lesson plan over here. So basically what it is all the 20 different lessons in order that you can access over here. So basically once you click here, you'll see there is a lesson video. So I'm just gonna show you, like, I don't want to actually show you guys, but just to show you like the quality and how it's done. So as you can see, like, it's high quality. Let's see over here. See, it's really high quality. And also what's really nice is you have the discussion tab. So some people and some students can actually help each other out and actually talk to each other, and just give them, like, if you have let's say a question about something, or you want to make like a nice comment, you can actually discuss, okay, with other students, which is really nice. Also, what you have once you access this, when you get the class, there's resources over here, the resource tab, where you can actually download, okay, PDF of the whole class workbook. And also what's really nice about this is that there's a Q&A section. Okay, so if you have like a question, or there's something throughout the class that you don't really understand, well, it's completely fine, because you can actually contact the support and they'll actually answer to your questions as quickly as possible. They have 24/7 support. So what you do is, once you click on submit a new question, you can actually type the description, either ask your question with a webcam, a video question, or just write a question, and then you click on submit, and once they see your question, they'll actually answer you. Okay, so that's what's really nice. Like, and the support is really good. Like, they're always there, like 24/7, so don't worry about that. So basically, just I'm gonna just talk a bit about basically, you know, what is in a masterclass and stuff like that. So for example, over here in the introduction, he really talks about, you know, who he is, his story, and, you know, what is there going to be inside a masterclass, what are his students gonna learn in the introduction tab. And this one he starts really like providing value and really start teaching you guys, okay, how to like you know, be a successful poet and really write good poems. Okay, so for example, working with form. Okay, so basically what he talks about, he really talks about in this lesson, you know, how to form and structure your poem so that, you know, when actually your readers go and read your poem, they will actually fall in love with your poem and they're gonna be attracted to read your poem from the beginning to the end. So really nice tips on this lesson. After that, he has discovered a subject where he talks about, you know, when you usually have a subject in mind when you're starting to write a poem, but as you write your poem, you'll actually discover another subject that you can actually apply onto your poem. Also, this is a really important you know, part I find in basically his masterclass, where he teaches you guys, you know, writing the poem. So, you know, how to actually start finding ideas, you know, just different tips and strategies, pretty much how to actually start writing a poem and how to already find an idea and be prepared to actually write a poem, okay? Because you can't just go, you know, just sit on a desk with a blank page and already write a whole poem like 2 minutes without being prepared or having any ideas in mind. So he just gives you a couple of tricks on that, and this is a bit of a follow-up of the previous lesson, which is the writing process. So how does he process to writing his poem? Okay, so, you know, when, like, how does he find his starting point, and, you know, how does he structure his poem, and how does he how is he able to make a full like written poem, okay, really fast, and, you know, find different strategies to really finish his poem and make it like a really great poem overall. And, you know, there's just so much different valuable stuff. Okay, so reading, where he explains, you know, reading how it is a good component with your writing, because if you read other you know, poems, and if you actually read your own poem, it can actually, you know, give you different ideas of writing your own poem then. And he just talks literally just anything related to writing and reading to make it as that you have a successful poem, pretty much. What's also nice in this masterclass is he actually invites other, you know, popular poets and other successful poets, and they take a poem and they discuss about it, which is really nice. So you can learn you know, how are these people actually making their poems, and how are they successful by writing their poems, okay? And, you know, I'm just not gonna go, like, it's gonna take too long if I literally go and explain you know, every single chapter, but pretty much it's literally it starts from the basics of poem writing and stuff like that, and he implements, you know, different strategies near the couple, you know, 5 to 10 last lessons on more advanced strategies to really perfect your poems, okay? So basically, this is how this masterclass you know, looks like and how it is. So it's really nice overall. So let's just go a bit into the pros and cons fast. So for example, so for the pros and cons, basically there's a lot of pros I found in this masterclass. The first pro is definitely your instructor, okay? You know, Billy is a reliable source when it comes to talking about, you know, poetry and writing poems and reading poems, because he is one of the most successful poets in the US and one of the most well-known poets in the US. So you know that this guy is not like a scam or whatsoever. Like, this guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to poetry. So you know that you can learn from a guy who already has a lot of experience in the domain, so you know that you can learn a lot of new stuff about poetry with him. Also, what I like is the high quality of the lessons. As I showed you a quick sneak peak of how the quality of the videos were. They were really HD 1080p, and you know, it's really professional because there's like a lot of animation sometimes just to make like the masterclass more entertaining. Also, another pro is the discussion tab. Okay, like that's what's cool because you can actually communicate throughout masterclass. If ever you have a comment to say or questions, there's also other students that can help you, and you can also help other students through the discussion tab. Also, another pro is the Q&A. Okay, there's some courses, okay, in the world that they don't offer this. So let's say you take a course, and let's say at one point, I don't know, there's a step that you don't understand how to do in the course, even if the course really explains you step by step. Maybe there's stuff that you still want to know more about. Well, there's some courses that don't offer that, but this, okay, if you have any problem with the masterclass or something you don't understand, you can just, again, like I said before, submit a question to the support, and they'll actually reply to you as quickly as possible. Okay, and literally overall, it's really good. Also, another pro is that the structure. Okay, it really goes like it's really like a structured masterclass. Okay, you won't get mixed up because he starts really with the basics, and you know, he follows up with a more advanced training at the end. So you know, it's overall, it's really good. For the cons, there's not that much that I found. Maybe like one main con is that it's not really for any type of person. Okay, it's not for anyone. You know, like for example, for people who are complete beginners in poetry, or you know, barely know what a poem is, or never actually tried to write a poem, maybe it's not for you, because you actually have to at least have a bit of knowledge in poems to actually really follow up and understand this masterclass. I'm not telling you to be an expert or anything, like just a beginner to poems at least. Not a complete beginner, but a beginner to poetry to actually understand, because there's some terms that he uses, or there's some stuff that maybe a complete beginner won't understand. Okay, so that's a little con. It's not for everyone. Also, if you're already an expert and you make poems, for example, for a living, it's maybe not for you, because you probably know most of what he teaches in this masterclass. Maybe there's a couple of stuff that some experts don't know, because there's actually a lot of high value stuff in this that I've learned that I think that some experts actually don't know. But yeah, it's pretty much a con of this is that it's not maybe suitable for any type of person who wants to learn poems, but it's, you know, it's mostly for beginners or people who actually write poems and really want you to take it to like the next level. Also, another con maybe that I found is that, you know, there's some master classes or some other classes around the world that have more lessons and more like hours of lessons. But in my opinion, like this masterclass with 20 lessons, it's more than enough, because he really goes in every single detail and every single tactic to use on how to write a poem. So, and overall, I mean, really satisfied with this masterclass. Highly recommend it for you guys. So like I said at the beginning, there will be a link in the description if you guys want to actually go get this masterclass. Make sure to actually like and subscribe. Okay, we'll really appreciate the support. And yeah, stay tuned, because I will be doing other masterclass reviews, okay, on this channel, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But that was pretty much it for today, guys. If you have any questions or comments to say, feel free to actually leave a comment down in this down in the video, because I will actually respond to every single question you guys have. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.